Hey ladies, so as promised, I am going to do a tutorial for you guys today to showcase our pigments. The pigments I'm going to be using for today's look are Sexy, Regal, and Confident. So the Sexy is kind of the lighter, creamy white one, and it's a shimmer. The Regal is the purple shimmery one, which is by far my favorite. And then the Confident is like a darker shimmery brown. Now what I do is I just pour the pigments into the top just because they're easier to access. So I've already finished this eye, and this is the look I'm going to show you guys how to get today. And I've already put my eyeliner on just because I didn't want to make it too lengthy for you. So the precision eyeliners I use today are Passionate, which is the purple one you guys got in your love bundle. Precision, which is a white one, and then Perfect, which is our black. So what I did with the Precision, make sure all of them are sharpened first because it's just easier to get everything good the first round. I went into the corner of the inside of my eyes with the Precision just to kind of make them pop and open up a bit. So I did that on both sides. Then what I did is I went in with the Passionate, which is the purple. I went underneath my eyelid on both sides and then a little bit on the top up to the middle. And then just to add a little bit of depth, I used my Perfect, which is the black one, and I went underneath inside my eyelid just to kind of give it a little bit more of that dimension. So I go in first with my deluxe brush. I don't know if you guys do have brushes, but if you have something comparable. And I first am going to go in with the Regal, which is the purple. And I am just going to start in the middle and then just cover the entire bottom lid. You can kind of go over the liner a little bit, not the white. Try to avoid that, but the purple one's fine because like I've mentioned before, you can always build. So I kind of start with just a little bit of a base like that. Then I go in with my crease brush, and I'm using the Confident to go onto the side corners just to kind of create a little bit more dimension. And so I just go right in the side corner to about the middle of my eye, and then I wrap it around to kind of create a little bit of a triangle. And then bring it just a little bit into the middle. So it looks a little bit like that. And again, like I start with a little bit and then just build because I don't want it to be too much to where I have to start all over. So once I finish with that, I take my rose water and I spray it back on my deluxe brush just because I want it to look a little more bold with the purple to finish. So I just spray a little bit like this, and then I go back in with the Regal, and again trying to avoid that white area, but if you get it on, it's okay. And then I just kind of meet where I left off with the Confident to make it look a little bolder with that purple. So it looks like that. And then what I do, I don't know if it works for some of you or you guys have a different technique. I like to use my concealer brush to go in under the brow, and that's where I put the Sexy because that kind of acts as like a highlighter. So I start right here, and then I just kind of follow my brow line and then fill into the top where I left off with the purple on my lid. And then again, if you want to use your rose water to kind of give it a little bit more boldness and just look a lot brighter, that's what I would suggest doing too. So once I'm finished with that, that's kind of how it looks. And then this is where I would say you can go back and just make little adjustments to make, if you had like a little bit of a mistake, you got too much purple, just go back in with your Precision right around the corners of your eyes like that, and same with the eyeliner. And then my final step, I just take my liner shader brush and I just kind of mix everything so it doesn't look too strong. It just kind of blends it a little bit more. And then again, if you need to build and start over with some other areas, you can. So final step is my mascara system. So the Gel Fibers Gel. I don't use a mascara base like I've told some of the girls before. If you choose to, that's fine. I just like to use the gel. So I make sure I get my brush covered with a good amount. And then I just go in, put this to start. You can use the tip of the brush too to make sure you get every lash covered. And I put a good amount to start just to make sure the fibers stick, because I like to go for more of the dramatic look. So once I have all of that covered, then I'll go in with my fibers. And I like the length and full coverage, so I start at the tips and then I just kind of work my way a little bit in the middle. And for some of the newbies in the group, I told the girls too, when I first got the mascara system, it took me a good week to get used to it. So don't be discouraged if you're trying at first for a few days and you're not feeling like you're getting it down. You can message me anytime with questions. I'm here to help you. But it took me about a week, but now I've got it down good. So once I get my fibers on to where I like, then I go back in with my gel to seal it, because that's going to be your bonding agent. And that will alleviate flakes from falling off and just kind of overall seal everything. Now on the bottom lashes, just for day to day, I really don't put the fibers on. I usually just put a little bit of the gel. So I'll just go in with a little bit of the gel on the bottom. So there's more drama on top, not so much on the bottom. Then you can go back in if you need to just like get a few areas just to feel like it's overall covered. And then if I have a little bit of clumps, what I do is I go back in with my lash comb and brow brush. The brow or the lash comb brush is all metal, so this thing is awesome. So I'll just go in and just comb out if there's an area. I try not to do too much because I don't want to take the fibers off. And then I'll just go in one last time with the gel. So that is how it looks all finished. And then, like I've told the girls too, so this is what I use for my makeup remover, my eye makeup remover. And if you have some mistakes while you're applying your makeup, what I do is I just take a Q-tip and I put just a little bit of this on, and a little bit goes a long way with this stuff too. So I just put a tiny bit, and wherever I had the little mistake, I'll just go in, take it off, comes right off. And then if you need to, you can go back in and then put your makeup back on to cover it back up. So that is all. If you guys have any questions or, you know, just need any advice on anything with the makeup or the products, go ahead and message me. I will be doing some more looks later because I'll have pigments coming in this week. So stay tuned for that. And you guys enjoy your weekend. Thank you.